Good morning, everybody. This is Roger Thunder with the Red Road channel, which also does videos on other things like the Ancient Soul Surfing Association. But today, I pause. I have to do a video on this because I've been following aviation for years. I'm a fully rated pilot, commercial, private, multi-engine, instrument rated, flight instructor, been in aviation and involved in it for years. And I had to jump on this today when I saw this announcement because I've also done videos on here about anomalies in the sky, UFOs, UAPs, and what's really going on with that. Obviously, there's something going on. Has been for quite some time. So today I sit down and I open up my YouTube feed, and what do I see? Well, I see an announcement by Department of Transportation about drones. Okay, and so let me just play you this short clip so you'll know what I'm talking about, and then I'll get to my commentary.
Thanks for coming out today. Just by way of introduction, I'm here with the FAA Administrator Brian Bedford. I'm also here with Lisa Ellman, CEO of the Commercial Drone Alliance, and Heather Lee, the COO of AUVSI. We were talking before we came out how excited we are. They said they've been waiting for years for this announcement, so we're excited about what we're going to announce today. We are going to unleash American drone dominance.
Okay, let's just stop it right there and talk about that. They're making an announcement that they're going to unleash America's drone dominance. Let's back up here, people. And I talked about this. I might have been the only one to point this out. Out of all the UFO community people out there and all the endless conversations about what's in the skies and so forth and so on, I might be the first person that ever said, when we saw all the drones coming in back in November over New Jersey and everybody was freaking out, let's do a little history lesson here, because people have the attention span of a freaking gnat. Go back to November when all the drone sightings all over the United States, actually, but mostly in New Jersey and along the East Coast, people were freaking out and wondering what is going on here. What are all these drones flying around? And they couldn't get answers. And governors couldn't get answers. Congressmen couldn't get answers. Nobody could get answers as to what it was. And nobody knows to this day what it was because the government has lied continuously. Let me emphasize that. They have either lied, covered up, hidden, whatever you want to call it, given crazy stories, contradictory stories. Oh, the FAA knows what this is, and then the FAA goes, no, we don't know what this is. And then you have the orbs appearing, lights in the sky, and then you have the other phenomena which they labeled drones, okay, that were seen all over the country over military bases and in restricted areas where they shouldn't be and that type of thing, all right? So these drone incursions, that's what they were labeled, drone incursions, or these spottings, or the UAP in the sky, or the UFOs in the sky. And back at that time, I said, there's something much more to this than meets the eye. There is something much more to this, all right? They got caught in so many lies, and then all of a sudden you got all this new release of or let's say new focus on the disclosure movement, and are they going to disclose to us what's going on in the skies? Is it non-human intelligence? Is it off-planet intelligence? Is it dimensional? The whole consciousness thing came into the picture, psionics. So that's just a little background, and we're moving up to today. And of course, they had multiple hearings scheduled for some type of investigation by Representative Anna Paulina Luna, I guess her name is, who heads this task force that's supposedly supposed to do a big reveal on what's going on, but that's stalled. 3 or 4 hearings and skiffs, and skiff being a private hearing, and all that stuff all got put on hold. Now, now it's off to September, and there is a lot going on here, and this announcement today connected the dots for me. And I'm going to be one of the first ones out there to warn people about this. So later on in this interview, okay, the people that are in association with this, and I suggest that you watch the interview. I will post the interview in the show notes below. Look at it for yourself. Look at the questions that are asked. Make your own evaluation, but listen to what I have to say. There is no reason at all. Later on in this statement, the guy makes the comments of, this is going to open up all kinds of commercial opportunities. He even goes far as to say you can buy a cup of coffee from Starbucks off a drone. And Amazon and all these delivery companies are going to start delivering everything by drones, and this is going to open up the door wide open for drones to be flying everywhere. And what makes you think that that's going to be appropriate for flight safety with commercial airliners? The skies are so crowded right now. Okay, let me inform you about a certain thing. The skies are so crowded right now, we are having a plethora of aviation accidents that are weird and unexplained. And we already got drones in the sky, obviously, if people are seeing things flying all over the place. And the Trump administration came out and said, this is all FAA-approved research. Isn't it funny that, isn't it coincidental? No, I don't believe in coincidence. But all of a sudden now, you got this announcement by the Department. This is huge. Basically what they're saying is you're going to see drones everywhere now. Drones are going to be flooding the sky. And a couple of people did ask, like, what are you doing here? We already got, it's already been noted, that the air traffic control system is way obsolete almost, overburdened, all kinds of accidents, blackouts over certain areas, like in Pennsylvania, just planes in the sky, and all of a sudden no air traffic control, and here you are sitting out on a limb wondering if you're going to crash into another airplane. There's been near misses. There's been multitudes of crashes. So you're going to tell me all of a sudden, all right, that it's okay that if we have myriads of drones flying around in the sky, all kinds, all different kinds, all shapes. Drones are the death of this society. I hate drones as a pilot. There's no reason, for us to have hundreds of drones. Now, here's the main point that I'm going to get to right now. This is the main point that I want to get to. When I first heard about the incursions from New Jersey, and I started retuning in to this whole anomalous thing and what's going on in the skies, one of the first red flags that popped up in my mind, and I mentioned this, is, and this is a big red flag, this is a reveal from thunder, make no mistake about it. And the red flag is surveillance. It's one word, surveillance. All right, mapping, surveillance, crowd control, policing, all of those type of things. All right. And another thing that was mentioned in this press conference is, first it was about, oh, this is to allow America to expand, and this is about income opportunities and new jobs, the same old Trump bullshit, okay, that never materializes. But it's not about that at all. It's not about that at all. It's not about commercial, because then he goes on to say, we have to keep up an edge against our adversaries. Same old thing. We have to keep an edge up against our adversaries. They're getting ahead of us. It's a race to the moon. Hello, I thought we already went to the moon. Then he talks about establishing places. We have to get to the moon first so that we can claim it for America. The same old hegemonic, trying to possess land, trying to possess other people's resources, this big race. This is like Blade Runner. If you haven't seen the movie Blade Runner, I suggest that you kind of take a little glimpse at that. Some of the opening scenes are actually apocalyptic and depressing, right? Because you got things floating around all over the sky. You got drones everywhere. You got people carrying drones. You got anti-gravitational stuff. You got, and it's just a mass mess, okay? It's not a pretty picture, all right? So let's say, and this is to be implemented right away. This is like, I don't know, kind of like an executive order or something. This is to be implemented right away, all right? So you can expect to see things happening probably real quick. Things are happening already. We just don't know what it is. But you can expect to see drones everywhere now, flying over, and this is what they want, see? Oh, that's just an Amazon drone delivering a package, or that's just a UPS drone, or hey, that's a Starbucks drone coming down. I can't believe the guy said that. I can't believe he said that. That's how stupid how gullible the American people are. Oh, wow, now instead of going down to Starbucks, I'll just order it on a drone. In other words, let's get familiar with drones flying all over the freaking place, invading the space above our house, coming right up to our front door, flying around, going across our property, zigzagging all over the place. And that's okay, because guess what? That's an Amazon drone, or that's a delivery drone, or no worries. Are you kidding me, people? This is a mass surveillance. This has to do with some type of mass surveillance, mass mapping, mass eyes on the American public, or just the whole North American continent. But that still doesn't answer the questions, okay, of what was that incursion? What was that massive incursion in New Jersey? What were these drones, if they're ours? What are they doing flying over our own military bases? So this opens up the door to all kinds of speculation, and I'll speculate. I'll speculate that there's no good in this. There's no good in this. It's just more technology. We already got, 30,000 satellites circling the globe. If you look at the globe, all you see is trash around it. Metal trash. 30,000 satellites. Starlink. And others. Who knows what other companies got stuff up there? Why do we need 30,000 satellites? Okay, that's something I talked about before. You only need 3 for communications around the entire world, or at the most 10. So you got that. Then all of a sudden you got this another whole layer of lower level activity that's going to be going off in your face. Now these things are probably pretty much silent. It's not like you're going to be disturbed by thousands of propeller sounds or thrusting sounds or anything like that. That's another thing. Silence is deadly. Silence is deadly. Hell, when this is authorized now, the door is open. So let's say a drone comes up to your window and is looking in with a camera, all right? What do? Well, you can't do anything now because it's authorized, all right? It's authorized. And so this is it, people. This is part of the dystopian future, okay, that we have to deal with now. We have to deal with all kinds of drones. This should be interesting to see if there's going to be it's already bad now with the aviation scene and ATC going dark and technological problems with the air traffic control system and people wondering what's going on in the sky. And let's just add a whole nother layer now of a mass drone invasion. Now maybe there's already see, you don't really know what the motives are because the government people lie and they lie and then they lie again about everything. They don't disclose anything to the American public about what's going on. Not really. They have all these big secrets. Can't tell you about NHI, non-human intelligence. Can't tell you. Can't disclose national security. And here's another thing. This news conference, they talked a lot about national security. And here's a kicker. Why is the TSA, how many people like the TSA? Raise your hand. Oh, I don't see a whole lot of people raising their hands out there. Have you ever gone to the airport and gone through TSA? They're Nazis. They look in your shoes. They make you take your shoes off. They search everything. They pat you down. They feel you up. They do everything that they can do to intimidate you. So now, you're going to tell me that we got the Department of Transportation and TSA now is involved in this. Why would you have TSA in the drone thing? Aren't they supposed to be at the airport checking people? So there you have it. TSA is another big red flag. And there's been all kinds of horrific stories about how they have been violated people's privacy by patting them down and doing all kinds, making people undress in private rooms and stuff like that. A total invasion of people's privacy and rights as citizens. Now you're going to tell me that you got the TSA hooked up with this massive allowance of drones all over the place, and oh yeah, you can be sure that the TSA is going to cover the security aspect of this. I mean, people, this thing is insane. This is insane, and you heard it here. I had to get on this right away. I got to get this video out there. Why? Well, because like I said before, I've been into aviation for years, and I've also been into keeping tabs on the government, and I've also been into geopolitics, and I've also been into space news and Earth news, and how everything that goes on in the planet affects me and you. So I thought I would just do this short video, get this out there, and have you think about it. But this isn't what you think it is, people. This is going to unleash a whole different world. A whole different world. And don't be deceived by first blush. I mean, first blush, oh, this is great, I'll get my packages from Amazon. I won't have to wait, or, won't have to do this and do that. And, what we really need, people, is the technology behind the drone, not the drone. What we need is, if they have conquered anti-gravity and they do have all kinds of new technology, we need the technology. We need the 0-point energy. We need the free energy. Okay, that's what we need. We don't need a bunch of freaking drones flying all over the sky, getting us used to mass surveillance. Mass surveillance of the population. And who knows, even mass extermination. What if the world gets too populated? I know, that's scary, but man, when you see what's going on in Gaza, where they don't care about extermination, then you got to wonder about, your own safety from your own government in this country. So this is a bombshell. I hate to use that because a lot of people, this is breaking news. This is a bombshell. And this is just basically protocol. Let's put it out there so that we could say we put it out there. Let's see how much you hear about this in the future. This is just a reveal to let you know, hey people, guess what? The questions have still been unanswered about the technology, the anti-gravitational technology, the what's going on in the skies with things that are going warp speed and making 90-degree turns and coming out of the ocean. And this is all documented, people. This is all out on, this isn't woo-woo, all right? This is real. All the things that are coming out about this right now, all the discussion and the debate and the infighting in the UFO community and UAP community and the divisions, and it's mass chaos, people. It's mass chaos. I'm not here to frighten you. I'm just here to make you aware of what's going on. I probably missed a whole lot of stuff because I'm just doing this video off the top of my head, but that's the general thrust that I see here. So listen to what I have to say, pay attention to it, and think about it. Again, as a pilot, when I heard about drones and when I heard about unmanned aircraft coming into the picture, I said to myself, this is a Pandora's box. This is a can of worms. It's not good. And then after that, all of a sudden assassinations were carried out in foreign countries and even allowed to be carried out on U.S. citizens, all right? In case you didn't know that. They may have been born in a different country, or they may have been whatever their ancestors, but they were living here, Arabs. And attacks were carried out, targeted attacks from the air. See, that's another thing. You talk about, I hate to carry on with this, but you talk about a police state. You talk about a police state. Every one of these drones, if this is allowed, is capable of having all kinds of things on them, all right? I'm talking about zoom cameras, zooming right down, infrared technology, heat sensing technology, weaponry, all kinds of weaponry, laser technology, small arms, whatever. Because if they're using these things in wars, I would say, people, that this could be the most hair-raising thing I've heard in a long time. And we'll see. We'll see how much airplay I get around. If you like this video and others that I do on surfing and the indigenous people, you should feel free to comment. Feel free to like the video and all that stuff. It's the algorithms, man. And also, feel free to contact me anytime through. I put links in there to the Ancient Soul Surfing Association, and hell, my email is rogerthunderhands@gmail.com. How hard is that to remember? Want to contact me? Feel free. Send me a message. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there today. Just had to get this out there. Mass surveillance, eyes in the sky, eyes on, baby. They got eyes on. Now, having said all this, as a final thing, maybe this is a plan to cover up something that's really going on. And of course, we do have a lot of anomalous activity that is unexplainable. Orbs, for instance, lights in the sky, things moving at light speed. It's all around the planet now. There's no denying it. People with cell phones. Is this a cover story? Is this a cover story for something entirely different that we have no idea about, like actual appearance through dimensional means, or through off-planet means, or through star travel, or through... And as an indigenous person, I can tell you right now, the Star Nation, we have known about this for a long, long time and had interactions with the Star Nation. And the Star Nation is not down with any kind of nuclear device or any kind of mass destructive device, right? I'll just leave it there. So this could be an entire cover-up, a complete distraction, a complete misdirection. Keep that in mind also. We don't know what's going on here, but I do know there's a lot of red flags here. So stay safe. Thank you for watching. This is Roger Thunder, and I'll leave it there for today. Thank you. Aho. Whoopie la.